Welcome back to After School Psychology. Today we're breaking down 10 telltale signs that she might be trying to make you jealous. But hold on to your hats because we're not just here to expose the tactics, we're arming you with smart psychological strategies to turn the tables. Whether you're a dating novice or a seasoned player, this guide will sharpen your emotional intelligence and help you navigate these tricky waters with confidence. Ready to become a master of the game? Let's go! The first on our list is the hot and cold treatment. One day she's all over you, the next she's distant as a stranger. This emotional roller coaster isn't just mood swings, it's a calculated strategy to keep you on your toes. She's playing hard to get, but taking it to the next level. The psychology here is based on intermittent reinforcement, the same principle that makes gambling so addictive. By being unpredictable, she's trying to increase your emotional investment and make you work harder for her affection. So, what's the play? Use the principle of mirroring, but with a stable twist. Match her energy when she's engaging, but maintain a consistent, positive attitude when she's distant. This shows you're emotionally stable and not easily manipulated. The key is to be warm and open, but not desperate for her attention. This balanced approach often leads to her leveling out her own behavior, as she realizes the hot and cold routine isn't getting the desired effect. Instead, she may start seeking more consistent, genuine interactions with you. The social media showcase. Ladies, we've all been there. 1 minute you're scrolling through your feed, and the next you're strategically posting that group photo where you look smoking hot, standing suspiciously close to that tall, dark stranger. Guys, if she's suddenly amped up her social media game, especially with posts that scream, "Look how desirable I am," she might be fishing for your attention. Her body language in these posts, open, inviting, and often angled towards other men. She's painting a picture of a life you're missing out on. The psychology here is simple. She's creating a fear of missing out in you. What to do? Don't take the bait. Instead, use the principle of scarcity. Comment positively but casually on her posts, then share your own exciting updates. Show her you're living your best life too. This subtle push-pull dynamic will pique her interest more than any jealous reaction ever could. The flirty firecracker. Picture this. You're out together, and suddenly she's a social butterfly, flitting from one conversation to another, her laughter just a touch too loud. She's not just being friendly, she's putting on a show, and you're the intended audience. Her body language is key here. Notice how she positions herself, angled slightly away from you, open to others. She might accidentally brush against someone else or playfully touch their arm. It's all calculated to send you a message. Look how in demand I am. Here's where psychology comes in handy. Instead of getting visibly upset, use the principle of reciprocity. Match her energy, but not her actions. Be social, engage in fun conversations, but keep it classy. This shows you're not threatened and can play the same game. The twist? Occasionally give her your full, undivided attention. This contrast will make her crave more of your focus, potentially leading her to dial back the flirting with others. The name drop tango. Fellas, pay attention to her conversation. Is she suddenly mentioning other guys more often? "Oh, Jake from accounting is so funny." Or, "You wouldn't believe what Alex said today." This isn't just idle chatter. It's a carefully choreographed dance designed to make you squirm. Her tone might be light and casual, but watch her eyes. If she's gauging your reaction while dropping these names, she's looking for signs of jealousy. It's a classic move from the Create Competition playbook. So what's your countermove? Stay cool as a cucumber. Respond with genuine interest. That's great you're making new friends at work. Then, casually mention your own positive interactions with others. This shows you're secure and not easily rattled. Remember, the art of persuasion often lies in what you don't say. Your unbothered attitude will make her wonder if her strategy is working, potentially driving her to seek your attention more directly. The wardrobe warrior. Has her style suddenly shifted into high gear? We're talking outfits that make heads turn, perfume that lingers long after she's gone, and a general vibe of, "I woke up like this." This isn't just a fashion statement, it's a full-blown campaign for your attention. Watch her body language when she's all dolled up. Does she casually adjust her clothes around you, drawing attention to her best features? It's a subtle way of saying, "Look what you could be missing." Here's your psychological countermove. Notice, but don't overreact. Compliment her sincerely, but keep it light. That color really suits you. Shows you've noticed without seeming too affected. Then engage her in a conversation about something completely unrelated. This sends a powerful message. You appreciate her appearance, but you're more interested in her mind. It's a classic case of giving her what she wants, attention, but not in the way she expects, which often leads to increased genuine interest from her side. The mysterious disappearing act. Suddenly, she's harder to reach than a celebrity's private number. Texts go unanswered for hours, calls are missed, and her schedule is mysteriously packed. This isn't just busyness, it's a calculated move to make you wonder what or who is occupying her time. The psychology here is all about creating uncertainty. By becoming less available, she's hoping to increase her perceived value. It's like those limited edition sneakers everyone's dying to get. Scarcity creates demand. So, what's a guy to do? Fight fire with fire, but add a twist. Become equally busy, but in an intriguing way. When you do respond, drop subtle hints about your exciting plans. Sorry I missed your call, was at this amazing new jazz club. This creates curiosity and a bit of FOMO on her end. The key is to sound genuinely engaged in your life, not like you're trying to compete. This approach often leads to her reaching out more, wondering what she's missing out on. The comparison game. Suddenly, every conversation seems to involve a subtle comparison. My friend's boyfriend always brings her flowers. Or, did you see how attentive Jack was to his girlfriend at dinner? She's not just making observations, she's setting up a competition you didn't know you entered. This tactic plays on your natural instinct to measure up. She's creating a psychological yardstick, hoping you'll try to exceed it. The subtext is clear. Other men are doing better. Step up your game. Here's where you flip the script. Instead of defensively trying to prove yourself, engage her in a discussion about relationships. What do you think makes a relationship strong? This shows you're interested in substance over showmanship. It also gives you insight into what she values. Use this information to make thoughtful, personalized gestures that speak to her specific needs. Rather than trying to outdo some arbitrary standard, this approach demonstrates emotional intelligence and often leads to a deeper connection. The selective hearing syndrome. Have you noticed she seems to have developed a case of selective hearing? Your jokes fall flat, your stories get interrupted. But the moment another guy speaks, she's all ears. This isn't just rudeness. It's a calculated move to make you feel less valued. Watch her body language. When others speak, she might lean in, nod enthusiastically, or laugh more readily. With you, she might seem distracted or unengaged. It's a nonverbal way of saying, others are more interesting than you. So, time to employ some reverse psychology. Instead of competing for her attention, give her space, engage in interesting conversations with others around you. When she sees you're not desperately seeking her approval, it often triggers a fear of missing out. She may start to wonder what captivating thing she's not hearing from you. This subtle shift can reignite her curiosity and draw her back into your conversations, this time with genuine interest. The reminiscing ruse. Out of the blue, she starts bringing up shared memories or inside jokes, especially ones involving other people who were interested in her. Remember Sarah's party where that guy wouldn't stop hitting on me? This isn't just a trip down memory lane. It's a carefully constructed reminder of her desirability. Pay attention to her tone and timing. If these stories come up when things are a bit rocky between you or when she's feeling insecure, it's likely a jealousy play. She's using the past to influence the present. Your move? Use the psychology of reframing. Acknowledge the memory positively, but shift the focus. Yeah, that was a fun night. Remember how hard we laughed at? This shows you value the memories you share, not the attention she got from others. Then, suggest creating new memories together. This forward-thinking approach can reignite her interest in the present and future with you rather than dwelling on past scenarios designed to make you jealous. And lastly, the competitive streak. Suddenly, every activity becomes a subtle competition. Whether it's who can get more likes on a post or who had a better day at work, she's constantly putting herself in a position to one-up you. This isn't just playful banter. It's a strategic move to elevate her status in your eyes. Notice how she frames her accomplishments. If she's constantly comparing them to yours or seeking validation, it's likely she's trying to prove her worth and make you realize what you might lose. Your psychological counter? Use the principle of affirmation but with a twist. Genuinely congratulate her on her achievements, then immediately shift to how you can celebrate together. This shows you're not threatened by her success. Instead, you see it as a win for both of you. It transforms the dynamic from competition to collaboration, often leading to a stronger, more supportive relationship where she doesn't feel the need to prove herself constantly. And there you have it, guys. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Afterschool Psychology for more relationship intel. Got your own stories or strategies to share? Drop them in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going and level up our dating game together. Until next time, stay sharp and stay confident.